2019, everybody. This is Ken Billions. Let's do a little bit of mixology. Yo, I want to talk to you about, are you really living your best life, or are you fronting? I love this song by Lil Duval. It's catchy. It's great. It's a fun song. When it comes on, I feel great. It's a sample, so I feel great when I hear it when I'm out and about. And that's pretty much what everybody's on. You know, I'm living my best life. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. You know, but then I had to really sit and think, like, you know, are people really living their best life? And do we really know what that means? Because we don't really have context for what living our best life really is. And what happens is we take that phrase and apply it to just a moment. So we'll go to Vegas and turn up, or we'll go to Miami and have a great time, or even take an international trip, or get married, or cop a new whip or a house, and we'll post the pictures on social media, and you know, we're living our best life. The problem with that is only for a moment. Living our best life is only for a moment and not a career. What I mean by that is living our best life could be 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, a run, a commitment to excellence for a long period of time, not just a moment, not going to Vegas one time in 10 years, not taking an international trip one time in 20 years. I'm talking about when you look at the last 20 years of your life, you've been turned, you've been lit, you've been doing things at a high level, you've been getting money for 30 years, not a weekend, not a moment. And I think that living our best life and running around with that term and not actually giving it real meaning and giving it real context, I think that could be a detriment, because living our best life can be or turn into instant gratification, to where we're not in a position to make a move, and then we force that move, and money that we should have been sitting on, we should have been stacking, we should have been investing, we take it just so we can have a moment, just so we can have our time to get likes on social media. So it can be very, very, very dangerous if you don't put living your best life in context. So I want to focus on living our best life for a long period of time, to the point where it becomes normal. And check this out. You'll never have to go back and forth with no one if you aim at a certain thing that's high. And what I mean by that is, you don't got to cut nobody off for the new year. You don't got to go through your phone erasing numbers. If you really don't want to go back and forth with anybody, then you'll change the target that you're aiming at. And if you're aiming at some big shit, if you're trying to be a billionaire, if you're interested in high finance or doing real estate at a high level, or a certain type of achievement, automatically those people that you say you're not going back and forth with, they're gonna fall off anyway. Because when you have a commitment to excellence, you move at such a velocity that, you know, people stuck at a standstill, they're not even going to be able to sit next to you. So you don't have to go through the motions of putting statuses on the internet that you're not messing with nobody this year, or you're cutting people off. You don't got to say none of that. All you got to do is just change what you're aiming at. You know, change your target, you know, and make living our best life a career. We want to look back when we're 70 and say, you know what? I've had a commitment to excellence for the last 40 years. All right? So with that being said, let's make a drink. So the drink I'm going to make is something that I came up with, that I know of, and I'm going to call this the Diana Ross, all right? So I got my jigger, all right? So one side is an ounce, one side is 2 ounces, all right? So follow me, right? Might look odd at first, but it tastes great, all right? So I'm going to use a little bit of ice. Got my Raiders thing. Go Raiders. All right. All right. So I'm going to put it in my mixer too, because I'm going to have to mix this. All right. Now try this and hit me up and tell me what this tastes like. All right. I think it tastes great, but I'm going off my taste buds. All right. So I'm going to use some cognac. I'm going to use some Henny. All right. Where is my... All right, so what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to do a 2 ounce pour for this. All right. This is a 2 ounce pour. All right. Steady hand. And I'm going to go right into my... Boom. All right. Now, also, I'm gonna go into a personal favorite of mine. Really like amaretto a lot. All right. So I'm also gonna do a 2-ounce pour with this too. So I'm gonna be real thick with this. All right. Now, this will get you right. All right. So I'm gonna go. Boom. All right. Now, this might throw you off a little bit. I'm gonna go with almond milk. All right. So with the almond milk, I'm not gonna do a 2-ounce pour. I'm gonna do a 1-ounce pour with the almond milk. Okay. All right. Now remember, amaretto is a liqueur, and amaretto is already almond flavor. But I don't have any cream, so I'm gonna use this. All right. All right. So, I know you're probably thinking like, what? Just bear with me. So what I want to do though, so I got ice in here. I want to shake this though. I want to shake this real. I want to shake this hard. Real. I want to shake this so hard. I want that almond milk to really blend with this. So I went 2 ounces of cognac, and I went 2 ounces of amaretto, and 1 ounce of almond milk. So as I'm shaking this is getting very cold. All right. Boom. Okay. So I'm not done though. Now, what I want to do, I want to bring this up. I want to bring this drink up. So I got some pineapple. All right. So pineapple's really good in every drink to me. It's kind of like Sprite. So I'm gonna do a 2-ounce pour with the pineapple too. Cause I want to bring this up. I'm gonna give this some life. Oh, I'm sorry. Give this some life. Boom. All right. Not done. I am not done. Set this over there. And I also want to go with some orange juice. All right. So I'm gonna do a 2-ounce pour with this too. All right. Do a 2-ounce pour with the orange juice. And this is the Diana Ross. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to shake this again. Uh-oh. I want to shake this again. Not too bad though. A few shakes. I'm gonna pour. All right. Looks like this in my glass. All right, now I'm about to top it off with this Giuliano, and this is vanilla flavor. All right, tastes really good to me anyway. It'll get you right too. It's 42% alcohol, so not too much. 1, 2. Top it off. Pretty good. And I call that the Diana Ross. All right. So before I go to, I want to recommend a book by Wayne Dyer. I love Wayne Dyer. I thought Wayne Dyer was a very beautiful man. I was sad when he transitioned. And this is his book, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. And he was reading the tale, and this was his interpretation of reading the tale. It's a very good book. Wayne Dyer is a beautiful man. So I recommend people check that book out. Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. It's a great book to read for the start of the year. All right, so make sure you're really living your best life. My name is Ken Brisbane, and this was Mixology. Peace.